really know what you determine as like the threat. They're obviously a threat to each other.
Dear friends and followers, welcome back to my channel. Lovely greetings. I have my dear friend Emilie, Pilot Emilie, on board today. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at a couple of funny ATC recordings, sort of mishaps, and we're both going to give our 5 cents to it. So
here we go. It's gonna
here
be
we go.
good.
Let's go. All right, good.
Last night I was operating a flight into Dallas Fort Worth, and we were cruising at 3,400 feet when I noticed 2 lights in formation. The lights would be super bright and then die out quickly and go away. I first checked with ATC if the Shirley MOA was hot, so like it's a restricted airspace, but they said it was cold and nobody on the radar.
Seeing it and another pilot reporting they've seen the same lights before but weren't moving like this last time. It was super odd because they were high and fast and kept with us for a long time. Maybe you can get some content out of it. Okay, good.
3413, got a question. If the river's MOA is hot, you got anybody messing around over there? It is cold. Well, I was curious why you asked. It sounds a little weird, but we keep asking about the MOAs. We keep asking because we're following these 2 kind of lights that are up above us that are kind of jogging back and forth left and right for the past like half an hour.
That's so weird. Okay.
Have you had anything like that before, Em?
No, but I have been asked. It's not like I have heard this, and I feel like people are kind of weirded out by asking because they don't want to sound silly on the frequency. But people have asked me, and I haven't seen anything. Have you?
No, well, the one thing that I've seen was I think they're called isonic clouds. I think that's what.
Okay.
I'm not sure. They're like clouds that sort of light up. It's not the aurora or these
like Northern Lights.
Not them. I've seen them, but no, it was like in the far distance, and it looked as if it was a sunrise, but it wasn't. It couldn't.
But this is daytime, right?
No,
or
night. So I mean, here I guess this is daytime in that scenario, but when I had mine, it was at nighttime, and it couldn't have been a sunrise because the time-wise it was pitch black night. But as I said, the horizon was like glistering, and it was really, really surreal. That's the only thing that I've seen. But they're like speaking about a couple of dots that they've seen.
Yeah, and following them, it looks like, or not following, but they could still see it on their trajectory.
No, I've had things where lights came towards me, only to realize that it was actually an aircraft that they had the landing lights they had them on and they forgot to turn them off, and then they got like bigger and bigger and bigger, and like oh my god, it's coming right at me. But no, I haven't seen anything like UFO like, but it seems like they had. I'm just going to continue and see what they say. Yeah.
Cool day. 57, we've been watching them for about an hour or 2 in the northwest skies. They're really weak as well.
Wait, so 2 aircraft?
Oh wow.
Position, they actually moved. It's the first time I've seen them change relative position. Weird. Are they way up high? Real close?
No.
What is that?
Wait!
They're close in to you, or they're up high? Oh, I put them about 100 miles out in space. Okay. Agreed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they get super bright and then go completely dim also.
So 2 different aircraft in the same airspace reporting this, and this is the recording of that. So that's pretty clear.
It is pretty clear. Yeah, it also is like sort of moving back and forth. That's really, really cool. I
have no idea what that is.
I don't want to say it's like some kind of reflection on the windshield, but it's
surely
like
they would have seen something like that before.
Sketchy.
Sketchy? Okay, let's see what else.
Okay, I think so. We both agreed on that. We haven't seen anything like this, and this is pretty unique.
Very unique.
A Mergrass Saab 2000 performing flight from Auburn to Houston. Auburn basketball team was cruising in flight 180 when the pilots declared an emergency, reporting that a bunch of players were fighting and they would need to land at Montgomery immediately.
Oh God. Okay.
2691. But yes, well, we have got a altercation on board. We talked to the declared emergency and land. 2681. Roger, Montgomery Airport is at 10 o'clock, about 10 miles. That works. Montgomery Or 681 Rockets in the house successfully maintained 11000. Bridge from Montgomery Airport to your direct. 0,000 in my job rate. I'm wanting 681. Just 11,000, 11,000. Can you tell me what level of credit? We got a bunch of basketball players spot.
I don't really know what you determine as like the threat. They're obviously a threat to each other.
Clearly. But, I mean, the funny thing is he's calling an altercation. I've never heard that one.
Yeah. So it almost sounds like something is threatening them, like the pilots, maybe, but not something that's happening in the back.
Yeah. But I mean, the Saab does have a door, right? It has a cockpit door.
I've never flown the Saab, so I have no idea. I thought it was a bit smaller. So I think I've flown on one actually. I don't think it does. They might be able to have access. So maybe it is an altercation and a threat.
I kind of now am intrigued to know how their game was that day. Presumably they've lost.
Yeah, exactly. Is this before the game or is this after the game?
We don't know. I'm assuming it's after the game. All right, let's continue.
All right. One to maintain 7,000. 7,000 for quality 681. Quality 681. I see you struggling to test service on the localizer. You're able to see them. 1 o'clock, 1, 2 miles. 681. Would like to return back to Auburn if that's at all possible.
Oh no!
Quality 681. Then you don't want to go to Montgomery anymore. You want to go to Auburn. I guess so. That's correct. Well, heading 100, climb and maintain 5,000. Stand by. Okay,
so the climb out now.
Yeah. So they were actually on the approach already, and then and
it sounds like they were struggling for the localizer. Like that, does the Saab have an autopilot? No, I'm not sure if they were trying to hand fly. I don't know how small this plane is.
Okay,
but if they're struggling, something's going on. No,
it clearly sounds like it. Yeah, I mean, I would assume maybe that they were slightly unestablished because they did a really rapid descent. I'm not sure the reasoning that maybe they got a little unstabilized. I wouldn't imagine that the players kind of got into the cockpit. I think
oh my god, no.
The pilots were just a little bit overwhelmed, I guess, with the whole situation. Maybe
probably, and maybe like an unfamiliar airport, unfamiliar area. Like there's so much more that they have to manage.
And I assume also quite a lot of communication with the cabin crew because they're basically their ear and eyes from the cabin
in the back.
So yeah. Oh boy, but it's so crazy because they declared an emergency and now they're actually climbing again and going back to.
They're getting away, yeah. Like extending the emergency, perhaps, yeah.
Basically. Let's see what he says here. Say the reason for the change.
Okay, we're about to find out.
The reason for the change. Well, that's where they came out of, and the fight is being contained. We've talked to the coach, and then there's a nurse on board. We've talked to them. So let's recap the moment ago.
Wow. Okay, I am pretty surprised that the pilot is now actually listening to the coach, the basketball team.
Yeah.
And then the coach is basically giving him or telling him what to do to return back to Auburn.
Or like wanting to prioritize that somehow over like the pilot's directives or their level of safety that's being maybe not maintained on board. Yeah, that's a bit odd.
That's really odd. Okay. What would be the only cause or the reason why they would go to Montgomery? Then they would probably have to get on a bus and drive back.
Oh no.
If I would have been on that flight, I probably would have had those two guys that were fighting, left them in Montgomery and see that they see themselves how to get back to Auburn.
Yeah, that's true. And then go back.
Yeah, that's really odd. Okay. All right, well, that's the end of that. And then I think of the rest of the video, they just basically fly back and they land in Auburn. So, that's...
so we never found out what happened. Dang.
Oh, no, not really, no. But I was really surprised that you got the faces of...
I want the hot gossip of what occurred between those two players.
Okay, good. All right, let's get to the next. Sorry for the quick interruption. Just wanted to say, if you want to become a pilot and you want to inform yourself on
all the steps that you need to take, or if you need a supportive community, if you are already on your way on becoming a pilot, check out the link below and join my Patreon group. You will not regret it. There's a huge group of people who are just willing to help. We're going to have regular Zoom calls. We're going to have direct messaging. We can chat with each other. It's going to be great. Check it out and see you on the other side. See ya.
Turkish 2 Heavy, continue Charlie Echo, Mach 1239er.
Okay, Charlie Echo, 1239er, Turkish.
Delta 272 Heavy, Mach 1239er.
239, Delta 272, Heavy,
Number 4914, follow Delta, cross runway 13 left, Mach 1239.
Five Delta cross 13 left, 123.98, Delta 9.
Delta 2, you can expect new airways on your data link. All right, we'll be looking for it.
Oh, okay.
Tower, good day, Turkish 2 Heavy, now on Charlie. Tower, Turkish 2 Heavy.
Yeah, Turkish 2 Heavy.
Hello, sir, now on Charlie.
You okay?
Yes, here.
All right. Yeah.
You're proceeding to Echo, Turkish 2.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
See when you get there. You didn't ask if we were okay. Nobody ever asked me. Are you okay tonight?
Everybody's okay tonight.
Oh yeah.
We contact you for two. Good night.
Glad to hear you're doing okay. Have a good night.
See you later.
Oh, that's cute.
Number 4 Heavy. What is your gate number? Did they tell you?
They just gave it 43 now.
All right, cool. Cross runway 31 off the kilo. Turn right on Bravo. Monitor the ground. Delta 4 Heavy. Have a good night.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're on the 41 now. 41 for Bravo for Delta 4.
Yeah, it's fine. All the same. Cross 31 off the kilo. Turn right Bravo. Monitor the ground. Delta 4 Heavy. Have a good night.
Hey, cross 31 Bravo and the Kilo Delta 4. Have a good night.
I think it's so nice to see how an air traffic controller can set a mood for like basically every pilot who's on the frequency, right? So I
Totally.
Yeah, this girl in the Turkish 2, by the way, how cool is that call sign? Just Turkish 2. I love it. We get
love
these
that.
really weird call signs, like 4 letters or sorry, 4 numbers and then a weird letter at the end. I don't know. I just love the ones that are really, really short, just Turkish 2. It's cool.
Yeah.
But no, it's just so nice because I think she didn't even mean to be like that. She was, you know, I think it was a little bit confusion as well. But then he sets this mood and like, you know, everybody sort of pitches in. I think that's really, really cool to see that.
And you've probably had those interactions too, where like someone says something slightly funny on the frequency, someone screws up because we all screw up at some point.
Yeah.
And then like everyone either chimes in on it. Like one time we were flying over the Atlantic and someone was trying to check in on a frequency for a cell call check, but it was not the high frequency, like frequency itself. They were doing it on like whatever VHF one they had. And then someone else responded by doing the cell call noise on the frequency. And everyone was laughing so hard afterwards. It was so good, like so wholesome. Like it just brings everyone together, you know?
Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Yeah, radio check.
Oh no.
Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Radio check.
Stop.
Radio check. Radio check. Radio check. Wait, there you go. Radio check. Radio check.
Oh my God.
We're doing that radio check. That's not how that works. Karaoke machine. Come on, check your mics. Runway 2078, right traffic, runway 30 right, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Take right traffic 30 right, runway 30 left, clear for takeoff, got that 267.
That's like a private, like small aircraft, right?
I don't know if it's a Paris Cherokee, but anyone wants to help, look for anybody breathing heavily in one of those aircraft. And that breather, please. Skyborne, I don't know. Maybe it's a Skyborne aircraft. If you guys see anyone breathing heavily, just give them a tap on the window, please. FH53, flush straight out, runway 30 left.
Oh my God. Okay. Now, I believe, first of all, I'm happy to see that it's Vero Beach. That's actually where I did all my training. And I kind of
Oh,
want
really? Okay.
yeah, I kind of want to say there's a training aircraft that that they're, I don't know.
It's gotta be, right?
It's got to be. They're probably doing their cross country flight or whatever, and coming.
Yeah, they're going solo or something.
Solos. But the amount of radio checks he said,
And to be fair, you and I have both done these types of errors. Like, this isn't even shaming that one person. It's just like, if it's recorded, like, I wish that I could have some of those mistakes that I've done over the years recorded so I can look back and see how funny it is.
oh my God, yeah. But I think, again, you see, like, this air traffic controller is making the most out of the situation, right? He obviously is annoyed about it, but at the same time, he's pulling a joke on it. It's really fun. Oh my God.
Find the heavy breather.
The heavy breather, but also he's talking this really calm voice. You know, others go ballistic, but he's like really calm. Find a breather. It's like, oh my!
They have to deal with all of that stuff, right?
Okay, I think he's actually now speaking. He's actually going to transmit something.
Let's hear this. With the heavy breathing.
Oh, let him go.
So this is the stuck mic sign. Hey,
we found him.
Turkey 3-1 whiskey. How do you read?
Oh no.
Turkey 3031 whiskey. Derby Star. How do you hear? Any other aircraft in line can hear me? Just respond with your call sign, please.
Oh no.
Loud and clear. Thank you. Turkey 3031 whiskey, you with me?
So now it's a full stuck mic situation.
Yeah,
Turkey
clearly.
31 whiskey, there, Beach Tower. How do you read?
Oh no.
Turkey 31 whiskey. I read you. Help me. Do you read me?
Yes, I'm Treasure one with you.
Okay.
You're having a radio issue, and it's been going on for a little bit. So I'm going to taxi you. I think you should switch out aircraft, or
Oh my God, they're still on ground?
couldn't depart with that.
Yeah.
I suggest you don't do that. Would you like to go back to the RAP to maybe switch an aircraft or get that radio fixed?
Yes, I'm Treasure one whiskey.
And remember, 31 whiskey, you're going to taxi. You can pull onto runway 30 left and taxi down the runway. And I'll tell you where to exit.
Exit on the runway 3021 whiskey.
Okay. Oh my God.
Okay, there we go.
I was happy to hear that they were on ground. I mean, in the air, this could be really, really, annoying, especially if he
super challenging. Yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't realize that he actually has this broken radio, this stuck mic, no one's going to respond to him. So, if he wants to get like clearance to land, how would they?
You have to go with the light gun signal.
Oh yes, the light gun set. Yes. That was a fun one. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thanks so much for Captain Joe for having me on board today. Really happy that we could join along, and thanks for laughing with us.
Very good. Love it. And on that bombshell, here's your checklist for today. Subscribe to our channels. Check. Follow both our Instagram accounts. Check. Activate notification bells on both our YouTube channels. Check. Before we touch and go, at my website. Check. And don't forget, a good pilot is always learning, especially if he's recording videos with his good friend Emilie. You're Captain Joe.
Thanks, guys.